Hello! We're in the corner today because I was moving furniture around and also throwing things all over the place, and the rest of the room is a mess, and you don't have to look at it. I haven't really been reading a whole lot on my own, but I'm a prospective English major, so I've been taking some English courses, and for those I have to read an awful lot. So I'm going to tell you about some of the books I read for those. Fall semester I took a course about Celtic literature and Celtic-inspired literature. Spring semester I took a children's literature course and a methods of literary study course. Particularly with the children's literature course, there was a lot of stuff I had read before, so I picked out a few of the things that were new to me so I can tell you what I thought about them. One of the things I read for the Celtic literature class was The Toyne. Doesn't really look like it would be pronounced like that, but it is. Doesn't really have a known author. It was one of those stories told orally and then at some point it was recorded by someone somewhere. This version was translated by Thomas Kinsella. Definitely not something I would have picked up on my own, like, ever, but I enjoyed the story. It's a little bit ridiculous. There's this queen, and she's pretty much on the same level as her husband in terms of wealth. The only thing that he has that she doesn't have is a really nice cow. So she's like, well damn, I'm gonna go get me a nice cow. So she starts a war over this, and that's the story. There's also this really beautiful depiction of menstruation. It's referred to as her gush of blood, and then she has to go relieve herself, and then she's done. Wouldn't that be nice? I'll give it a 3 because I liked it. I wasn't like super crazy about it, but I enjoyed it. It was good. Definitely recommend it if you're looking to read something that's probably extremely different from anything else you've been reading lately. Children's literature. I grew up with some Maurice Sendak, such as Where the Wild Things Are, as you might be able to tell, and In the Night Kitchen. One book that I definitely did not read when I was little was Outside Over There by Maurice Sendak. The art is quite different from the art in Where the Wild Things Are and In the Night Kitchen. You know, my camera does a beautiful job of capturing this. It's a creepy little story. This little girl's baby sister gets kidnapped by goblins. Some of the text doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. 4. Also for my children's literature class was A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline L'Engle. I discovered that she actually went to Smith College, which is cool. Unfortunately, I really hate this book. The main trait of the main character is self-hatred. It's like, okay, well, I don't like you, and you don't like you. Why should I keep reading? A lot of lengthy quotes were thrown in all over the place, and they didn't really contribute a whole lot to the story. It sort of felt like I was reading a NaNoWriMo draft where there was all this crap thrown in for word count padding, and it was just not good. I give this a 1. I guess I should also mention that I guess it's kind of sci-fi and fantasy. It's also not very long. The last book I'm going to talk about for my children's literature class is The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. This book, I found myself actually kind of enjoying reading it. It's not mind-blowing, it's not exciting, but it's pleasant. And it has this nice overall message of don't sit around in the dark feeling sorry for yourself. Some of the characters are definitely kind of brats, especially at the beginning, but in my opinion, it all works out okay. It's not a fantasy novel, but it has some indirectly magical and fantastic elements, especially in the way the garden is described and experienced by the characters. Give it a 3.